Guys, and welcome to my favorite day, Fridays, and my favorite show of the week, TGIFF.
Freestyle Friday. We made it. We got through another week.
We got through another week, and yeah, exciting week all around. I mean, NFTs, it's always exciting.
Yeah,
So much going on. Wanted
it's
to just start off,
always some news coming up somewhere.
yeah, for sure. I was about to get to bed last night and I saw this thing about Doge Pound and Coinbase. And I ended up buying a couple.
Sweeping the
So
floor.
got to bed a bit later, and then I had to tell everyone about it. I had to tell our Discord, and I had to tell a few other Alpha Discords. So I ended up getting to bed much later than I would have liked. So if I fall asleep during the show,
I'll just wake
please
you up.
no, just keep quiet, please.
I'll continue on and we'll remove you from the screen and just keep going.
Yeah, for sure. So let's just have a quick look here. Obviously, we all know last month, absolute record ever for OpenSea, $5 billion, smashing the last one of August, which was $3.5 billion by almost $1.5 billion. So that is absolutely incredible. The question, Morland, and I don't know the answer, is this just adoption, or is this the beginning of mass adoption, or is this mass adoption? Is this
Yeah,
what is happening?
I really think this is just the beginning. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I just think about like my friends that know I'm into NFTs and they think I'm a loser. Like they
yeah.
don't get it. But
They think
funny,
you're getting scammed.
yeah, they think it's scams and they think it's
Yeah,
just stupid pictures and whatever. And like eventually those people will be using NFTs and they won't even know it. So that will
yeah,
be the true mass adoption. But one really interesting thing on this note is the generation down, like the next generation. My nephew is 14 and he's asking me all the time about NFTs because he sees them on TikTok, he sees whatever, like on Instagram. Kids are talking about NFTs and they want them.
yeah,
I think because they see it as like, oh, I can get rich quick. They don't like when I asked him like, what do you know about NFTs? He's like, I don't know. I can make a lot of money, but
yeah.
like, it's the younger generation that will be the catalyst that really pushes NFTs
It's
to the
it's going to be the
mainstream.
basketball cards of that generation. They're going to take out their phone and show their friends their one or two
Their
NFTs.
their top
Um,
shots and yeah, whatever
yeah,
they're into, right? Like if they're into pop culture, if they're into sports, if they're into whatever, there's going to be an NFT for that.
for
So,
sure.
yeah, I think this is like maybe I I don't know. I really think NFTs will be involved in everything we do in our daily life. We just won't even know it. And that'll be sort of the mass adoption point. But right now it's just popularity and the uh the money, right? You can see like, oh, I could get rich just from buying this picture. That's why people are jumping into it now, I think, personally.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, I think also I've seen a change just with my friends, guys are a lot more interested. There's also been an accumulation of big news events all together, and that really is what drives this space to a large part, and not the only thing, but is this the news, and celebrities buying it and celebrities making a noise. Justin Bieber bought his clone X for 1 point whatever $1 million. And we had our Jimmy Fallon with his Bored Ape and Paris Hilton, and those people are driving the narrative. And then within the space, you got tokens coming up, in a lot of projects, and big partnerships. Obviously, this Coinbase and Spotify is a huge thing that's going to help push mass adoption. But if you look here as well on the daily volume, always during the week there is a bit of a downturn, and we see that. Just want to compare that to here. It's hard to see what it's going to do today and tomorrow. This weekend is going to be very telling. Is this weekend going to match that, or is it going to be a bit lower? Going to be hard to know, because the blue chips are definitely down slightly, and ETH is definitely up. About, yeah, well, 13%, 24 hours, but it was about 2-3, right, Moreland? That was the low.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
or
that's
whenever that was.
20%, 25%. I did tweet out on the day, it was 2-3. If you want, I'll pull it up. Time to buy ETH. And I did that just before I bought my own ETH. So, yeah, definitely got some liquidity in at that point. I thought it was a good look at this looks that I freaking sold at at the bottom like an idiot. I mean, they're doing amazing stuff there.
Yeah, what's their price at? I can't.
Let's have a looks at looks.
Yeah.
I'm
When
also
did
seeing some
you
partnerships
like
with
you
people listing on looks and
yeah, like I've seen quite a few of the websites
wow.
now they've added in whoa, what's
Yeah.
that huge green dildo in the middle of the screen?
And that's when I decided to buy a bit. No, I'm joking. I got no idea. This is only a 24-hour view, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And let's take it to 1 month. You'll get a much better idea. Well, maybe you
It
won't.
hasn't been out for a month, yeah.
Uh,
Be better to see
no,
the
it's
one
it's you
day.
know what it's doing. It's just showing me. It's just showing me this month.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
We don't want
it's not
one
showing me
minute,
there.
no.
No, I'm trying to find it. Anyway, no, that means it refreshes every minute. Yeah.
No, that
Um,
means you're looking at the 1 minute, yeah, like the
no, no,
one
no.
minute candlesticks.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
not?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Anyway, I mean it's up. I think it was 0.03
It's four,
when
yeah,
I sold.
it's almost $5.
Yeah, thanks,
Oh
thanks.
man.
Anyway, in other news, there's this big thing, Immutable X and
GameStop.
Coinbase.
Oh. This is my
Yeah,
screen. This is
games.
my screen. We're doing Immutable X GameStop? Or yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Immutable X and GameStop formed a partnership, which is pretty big. People were
yeah,
talking that GameStop and Loopring were doing something, but Immutable X is now signed on to be the blockchain for GameStop's NFT marketplace, which is pretty bullish if you're a holder of either GameStop stock or Immutable X holder, and just in general for NFTs as well. Like being so at the forefront of video games, or at least they were in the past. GameStop is trying to position themselves back into that one-stop spot for gaming. So think about like buying your equipment for your next mission in Call of Duty right on the GameStop website or whatever it is, right? The possibilities are really endless.
yeah. I think it's a bigger deal for GameStop than it
Hmm.
is for Mutable X. I think it's good for
Yeah,
both of them, but I definitely think it's more bullish for GameStop because they've been out of everyone's mind for a while. The
yeah,
the amazing thing is that they've actually together formed a $100 million fund dedicated to game developers in the space. Which is really quite cool. So it's not just like, okay, we've partnered together. It's like we want to uplift the industry, and we are putting $100 million aside that's going to be invested in the space for gaming specifically. So we have known for the last couple of weeks that even the last couple of months that gaming is really the next mecca, one of the next ones, and
yeah.
something to watch, and we're
And it's
seeing that.
and it's not going
Um,
anywhere really. And if you go
no,
to this website, the game nft.gamestop.com, and you are a creator that's looking to get involved in that grant, it's right here. You just click and learn more. So might be
yeah.
worth your while if you're looking for some help to get off and get a jump start on your project or whatever. I don't know.
And
But
speaking of gaming, what happened with Nintendo?
yeah, Nintendo. They just announced, well, they didn't make any official announcements, but they are interested in NFTs. Uh, so this article talks about how they want to find a way that it doesn't diminish joy because Nintendo's mantra is
Diminishing.
bringing joy or whatever. I don't. Who cares? I just, like,
No, it's
honestly,
interesting. What do you mean? How's it going to diminish joy?
that's what I mean. I don't know. So I just think it's bringing another level to the Nintendo ecosystem. It would bring so much joy. This would bring so much joy, I think. Like, people being able to interact with Mario and Princess Peach and whatever, walk around the metaverse with Toadstool,
King Kong.
or
Yeah.
yeah, or ride on Yoshi or whatever. Like, Nintendo owns the rights to a lot of IP. So if they were to build out their own metaverse, that would be incredible.
It would be
They
incredible.
already have what's it called? Animal Farm. Animal
Yeah.
Farm is one of their most popular games, and it's basically a centralized metaverse. So
Sure.
yeah, if they take the next step and get into NFTs, like, whether it's just selling like a collectible or whether it's actually building a metaverse, who knows? But um, yeah,
I,
like,
I,
this is
I did
exciting. Looking
say at
forward.
some stage I'd show you some of my collections. So
Yeah,
honestly,
let's
this is
see.
unplanned. But I don't know if you guys remember these, the Game and Switches, Donkey Kong.
Whoa,
So
what's
this is a Nintendo Game and Switch. It might be before your time, Morland,
I don't
but
never seen that.
this is what you would play. It's a proper Nintendo
Nice.
piece. It's from the 80s, and I've got a
Does
lot
it
of them.
still work? Does it still work?
Yeah, it does. It does.
Sick.
I've got a lot of them, bro. I've got a lot of them. These are the single ones,
Are they each in
right?
a single
A
game?
different game. Yeah,
Okay,
bro. What do you
yeah.
mean? You didn't get more than one game. You didn't get more than one game. I don't know if you guys
Greenhouse.
remember these. Yeah, I used to spray the leaves to stop the thing. Blackjack, bro. As a kid, I used to play this so much. These are all original Nintendos. And I mean, I've got, then recently they actually came out. Recently, they actually
That's
came
cool.
out with a.
That's a Mr.
I think
Game and
it's
Watch. That's actually so sick. That one.
they came out with this one recently, a 50-year anniversary one. So I haven't even opened it. I bought it about a year ago. It's it's Super Mario's, and they specially did it for their 50-year or whatever year anniversary, recent, like manufactured 2 years ago, or whatever it may be.
So imagine they start releasing those as like NFTs, right? Like,
Right.
if characters or even like a game itself as the NFT. Because there is that new project that's out right
Yeah, bro.
now that
I bought
did
into
you?
it where the yeah,
What's that one called again? Where the game is
um,
the NFT?
is a degenerative dungeon. Is
Yeah,
that the
yeah,
one?
that one. Yeah.
Yeah. This is an original Donkey Kong in the box, bruh.
Is Are these all yours from a kid? You've kept them, or did you just collect them since?
So, uh, four of them I've collected. I have from when I was a kid,
Okay.
and then
Whoa.
wherever I've seen them, I this is Donkey Kong 2. Hey? Wherever I've seen them, I've bought them as well. Um, but yeah, I mean, some of them were from a kid. I mean, I got a lot, bro. Then you got the half ones as well, the smaller ones. So
Oh,
this is a
that's so
Mario, bro.
cool.
And then you open
And
it here.
I thought my Game Boy Color I still had was a
Those
retro
those are
relic.
also cool. No, bro, but I'm older than you. This was the equivalent. I mean, anyone watching that's like 40-ish will remember these, bro.
Lifeboat.
And then you got these. These were the fancy ones, okay? So this is also Mario, and then you open it like that, and it reflects. There's a glass inside,
Oh,
and
so it looks like sort of 3D or something or whatever. Like,
yeah, yeah, it stands out better.
it stands
And
up.
those were the fancy schmancy ones.
Man,
And then I got
old school tech.
a Popeye as well. So
That's
we
so
did say
cool.
in the beginning I would show some of my collections. This was just the perfect opportunity talking of Nintendo.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my Nintendo Game and Watch collection. And then the other news is that Atari has come into the space.
Yeah.
I
Well,
actually want to
they've
share my screen because Yeah, talk.
They've been in it for a minute though. They actually bought up a huge chunk of land on in Decentraland, and they built an Atari casino. So you can go in there and literally gamble, play roulette, whatever, and there's people there that are working. Like that's their job, to be a dealer in the metaverse, and they deal cards at the Atari casino.
How long ago did they launch that?
That was a while ago. That was earlier in 2021. Because
I didn't
I that's
realize.
why I bought a bunch of mana with that news coming out, and then it pumped when they launched it, and then I sold my mana at the on the pump, and I should have kept holding because it kept going after land. But whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, they're
Whenever I
heavy.
see,
Atari is heavy in NFTs. Like I think this will be their comeback, to be honest. Like they literally disappeared for years, right? But
yeah,
I guarantee you this is going to be their comeback. Think of all the games that they had. The like any Atari themed game or IP game could be inserted into the metaverse and be used through NFTs.
yeah.
Like
I
it's
wonder,
just
I mean, bro, whenever I see this, it's like torture to me. The next one is 0.18. This one's 0.17. Yesterday there was 0.25. I don't know. That's a good price to snag one, bro.
yeah,
It's always
might
whenever
be.
I see a gap.
They haven't revealed yet, right? This
No.
isn't revealed. Like this is.
But I mean,
I don't
I wouldn't
even
be
know what
buying
it
it to
is
try
actually.
and get a rare. I'm buying it because I believe long term these
An
guys are going to do
Atari.
something with this collection.
Yeah.
Um, whenever companies are behind projects instead of individuals, I'm bullish on them in general. Obviously, there's some cases. And then you were talking about degenerative dungeons.
Yeah, yeah. Just like I don't know,
I've
kind of
got one of them. Let me just.
correlating them to what Nintendo could do. Like, this is a very simple
This is
idea,
the first one where your NFT is the
is the
game
game. So you play the game like
in your NFT.
yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm like when you're showing me
generative.
your
Is
when
it
you're
this?
which yeah, that one. Yeah.
Okay.
When you're showing me your Game and Watch systems and your little handheld things,
Yeah.
Nintendo could do that with basic Nintendo based games and sell them as NFTs,
Yeah. So
right?
you
Like
could have this. This could be just a screen with
yeah.
no game, and you would buy the NFT as the game, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
And
yeah, like
and then you'd
and
be
you
able to
could
play
play
whatever
it.
NFT you had on the. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you play the
That's
NFT
cool, bro.
game or whatever.
They haven't revealed yet. Let's just go to the website in case anyone hasn't heard of this collection. For me, this is another historical collection because it is the first of its type. And let's see, it should show us.
Yeah, it gives examples
You've
like
got different games that are the NFT that you can literally play these
you
games.
scroll like it's a dungeon scrolling game and you just go through the
There's different
dungeon.
games. Everyone's a
Yeah,
different
every
game.
single one is different. And you actually play it like within even on OpenSea if you wanted to test it out or something. That's what I'm gathering from it, right?
Yeah,
Like
no, for sure.
so
Sorry, I've just
do
got
you know
this
what I
noise in.
so you know what I mean when I'm saying like Nintendo
Yeah, I
could
know
do this,
exactly.
right?
I
Like
think it's so cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
and
It
you
really
would.
is cool.
I mean, and there's all these different games. I didn't actually realize they were all different. That's quite incredible. It's showing us the same
Same
preview.
video, yeah.
Yeah, but there's different games. That's awesome. I mean, that's why I bought one. I really do believe things that are historical, long term, are worth holding. Um, I think, I think I minted it. Yeah,
Yeah, it
I don't know
hasn't
how.
revealed.
Yeah, I minted it because I
What
haven't.
were they minting at?
Bro, I don't
Do
know.
you
I must be honest.
You were
I
just
mean,
on a
all of
tear
this top
last night.
line, I've minted in the
buying
last day.
Doge,
I don't know.
buying Doge pounds, minting. Just
I don't
I have
even know
no
what's going.
idea
What
what's
day
in
is
your
it?
wallet. I have no idea what's in your wallet.
These boys were 1.65 last night, and then one of my alpha groups said 100% confirmed they're going to be on Coinbase. I bought at 1.7. It hasn't officially been launched that they're going to be partnering with Coinbase. When it does, I expect this to go to 2.5, 3 ETH. I
Oh,
do
and it's
believe it
gonna
was
just keep even
undervalued.
going. It's gonna continue
Yeah,
to go
I
past
believe it
that.
was undervalued to begin with. I really do. We featured it. You can watch the video here. We featured it previously, and on the show. And even then, it was about 1.8. And we were saying, listen, if you've got that amount of ETH, it's definitely one of the ones that you should definitely look into buy. And they've got 3Ds coming out. So I was a Doge holder before. This is purely for me a flip, but I really got the ugliest one in the collection, which also has historical relevance because
Value.
it's the ugliest one that they have. I'll just show you how ugly it is. How ugly she is. Shame. She's just plain. Look at her lipstick. She tried.
She tried.
But she was 1.7 and the next cheapest was 1.8. And since she's cute, man. Since I'm doing it for a flip, I just wanted to get the floor. Did let
Yeah.
our Discord know, even before I bought it, knowing that the clock was ticking. I went in and let the Discord know. If you're not in our Discord, guys, free alpha. Honestly, I mean, even if you bought and sold now, you'd make 0.35. If you bought at 1.7 and sold at 2.15, you'd make 0.45. So definitely worth joining. Yeah, so that's interesting. The other thing I was thinking, and this is purely speculative, but you know that these nuts is under the Doge Pound umbrella.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
I didn't have two Ethereum at the moment, I think it's a decent play to bet
They'll
on
go on Coinbase as well.
that they part of the deal. Now I have no knowledge of that. There's no confirmed report of that. I'm just putting two and two together. Either way, these nuts made an official announcement recently. They're doing a whole lot, a token, a metaverse, a God knows what, a whole lot. If they weren't so goddamn ugly,
I love
um,
I love their description if you scroll up. Anyone that holds these nuts.
it doesn't say that.
Yeah, it does. Anyone who hodls these nuts. I love
We'll
that.
make a saying.
That's great.
I mean, it's sort of you can imagine the guys. You can imagine the guys saying, let's just take the piss. Let's just create something to show that we can sell anything.
Yeah,
Let's just create
yeah,
something. We'll call it these nuts. It will be nuts. We'll make funny nut comments, and let's see if we can get it to an ETH floor, right?
yeah.
And then they did. Which is so cool. Caitlin, nice to have you. Freestyle Friday. So this is different. When we see comments, we stop and we talk to you. So let us know if there's any projects or anything. We're so happy to have you too. I see that both Morland and I shared the comment at the same time. So
Yeah.
it
And then off.
came on and read off. But yeah, guys, anyone listening, if you want us to look into any project, let us know. The ones I'm looking at. So just to finish my thoughts, I really do
Mhm.
believe that it's worth a gamble because I do think that zero point 0.3 is the lowest these will go with all they
Yeah.
got planned ever, even if nothing happens on Coinbase. But the upside is a potential 1.5, probably 1.5 ETH floor.
So
Um,
it's so hard
yeah.
to know because I remember when these were minting and I saw it like somebody I think sent me an invite and was like, you got to join D's Nuts Discord. And I'm just like, D's Nuts? Like, are you kidding me? I do not want to like buy this NFT. But clearly I was wrong. Like I'm
Yeah, it just
it's so
shows you
hard.
you never know. I'm just typing in Phantom Galaxies for Chris here. No, it can't be that. That's just got two items. Chris, is it this one here?
Origin
No, that's
collection.
Polygon. They gotta
Yeah.
fix their bloody. They gotta fix their bloody
Yeah.
search. These guys, honestly,
It is
it's like.
annoying. That's the
Um,
Polygon one. There's only two
yeah,
items there.
Yeah, with 500,000 owners.
Oh, that's it. That's it. He says,
No,
or what?
yes. Okay. I'd never like poly. Guys, look at the floor.
What is it
Zero
though?
point zero zero 0.006. Well, I don't know, but I don't think there's coming back. Do you know how many transactions you got to do to get from this floor to anything decent, no matter what it is? Do you know how many with 500,000 owners? No, if this can't be it, Chris. If this is it, I mean, don't sell it. You'll pay more in gas to list it. But bro, there's like a huge amount of owners and a
Go
tiny
to
floor
their
price.
go to their website. Just see what exactly
Okay,
this project is.
I don't know. Just
What
first
was that other one?
impressions.
There was another one down that was one point.
Oh,
Oh, is that ETH or Polymatic?
hold on. Just read to me what Chris is saying, and I'll carry on looking
They're
here.
going to be burned. Look into the project. Okay,
Okay,
let's
let's
take a
have a
look
look
at
at
their
it.
website.
Okay, this is looking better. This is looking better. So the hopeful, a floor of 1.4. I mean, that's incredible. 2,100 owners, incredible. Everyone's getting the same NFT. All right, let's look into it. Let's go into the website here. I'm going to just, all right, now I'll leave the sound off, but it's going to make me deaf. We played something with sound the other day and we got a warning from YouTube. I'll
Yeah,
just take this
true.
out because the project had used a Kanye West song and we didn't know. So, wow, look at this,
This
bro.
looks really impressive. Yeah.
Definitely some sort of game, right?
They have a playable. Chris is saying they have a playable
Bro,
demo.
look at these graphics.
I know. I'm really
Let's
impressed
just do
here.
this.
Oh, that
Wow.
looks sick. Yeah, that looks sick.
All right,
Why
Chris,
haven't
I'm
I
getting
seen
two.
this? Why haven't we seen this? So you burnt. Okay, Chris is saying be burned and then hopefully lead to planet and avatar sales. Okay.
So
So
it
what
looks like a
exactly
game, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. What exactly are we buying right now?
Features. Okay, action, generative avatars, and upgradable merch. Explore the universe, encounter aliens, govern the galaxy with player organization and corporation. Okay, so Q1 completion badge NFT claims. Okay, so this is a new project, player owned planets. So that's a metaverse play. Origin series Street Fighters. So you're going to get some sort of PFP, which is cool. Origin series generative avatars. Don't know what the difference between the starfighter. Oh, the starfighters must be the aircraft,
Yeah.
and the avatars are the people. And then early launch of the game. He says there's a playable demo, which is always cool to see. It means they farm, but the graphics here are absolutely
Yeah,
insane.
this looks pretty good.
Um, okay, that's your avatar. Obviously, I want to just check the history, the sales
Oh,
history on this.
Animoca Brands is
Ah, that's
doing
right.
it.
Okay, there we go.
Go back to
Yes,
the
I'm
website. It was right at the bottom. I saw
all
the
right. I'm gonna
logo.
go have a look. Chris, I'm very bullish, bro. Very bullish. I've turned from a 0.0006 poly floor with 500,000 owners to a 1.5 ETH with a game in development with a playable demo and partnering. I mean, yeah, no, very, very bullish for sure. Um,
You've been swayed.
just it doesn't, when you're looking here, it doesn't let you bloody look at the big sales. You can't separate like you usually can, but there's
There's
your 1.4, the
1.4,
hopeful
1.4.
30 minutes ago. All right, so they launched last year
So
from this chart.
it must depend on like the okay.
But
I'm
look at
just trying
this.
to
I mean,
figure out
we're not the only people that this.
the
Yesterday,
volume is
yeah, I hate it when they group two collections. It's the same with my clone pod. It's in a collection of 5, of which only Nike is only one of them, and the floor price always shows wrong because it's showing another one in that collection that's got nothing to do with Nike. I really hate it. It makes it hard to get the data because there's no way to sort here according to um, the two different options. And there should be. If I click on it, why can't I see the history within the actual product? There we go.
There,
Is that
that's
it?
it.
Looks very
Chris
similar.
Chris said the initial drop was free as well.
Yeah, listen, you can never lose on a free drop. Well, you can. You can lose your gas. Hey,
Yeah.
you can lose your gas, and also you got to be careful connecting your wallet to free drops in general. So yeah, where do you see that? Yeah,
Right there,
Animoca
Animoca.
brands, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Let's check their Twitter following. But yeah, very bullish. Looks great. Looks great. What does he say?
Uh Halberds are selling at 0.01. So one of the NFTs are selling at
Very cool.
0.01.
Looks cool, Chris. Looks
That
cool,
does
my
look cool. I
man.
hadn't seen that one before.
Also, hadn't been on my radar. It really does look amazing. Very, 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 very bullish on it. Whenever it's got a big gaming company behind it, and obviously we could see from the trailer. I mean, that's not just done by some college kid. And the graphics are incredible. The roadmap looks decent, and because there's Atari brands behind them. Sorry, um,
Animoca
which one?
brands.
Animoca brands
Animoca.
behind
Yeah.
them. They're going to follow through. So yeah, very, very bullish. We'll
It's
need to
interesting.
burn 10 handlebirds. All right. All right. So they've got to burn those other ones in order to play the game. Fine. So that explains why there's so many and everything. 10 of them per person. Love it. Awesome, awesome project. Thanks for bringing it to our attention,
Yeah.
Chris.
I'm gonna probably
Very,
take a
very
little
cool.
deeper dive into that sometime.
Tell you
Looks good.
the stuff that I'm looking at, not immediately, but Deadfellas is having their pet drop. We covered Deadfellas. If you want to watch the video, click yeah. Very recently, actually, a very cool project. I think this floor is a bit crazy, to be quite honest. I'm not in any way fighting the project. I'm a big fan. I just know, like I bought in at 0.3 about a month ago and sold at 0.7 about 3 weeks ago. And this, I do think there's going to be correction here after I don't know how much, but a bit of correction at least after the pet drop, which is happening soon. So I'm just keeping my eye on this because I don't really have a figure in mind, but when it corrects, if it corrects enough, I'm looking to get in. And the exact same logic on Clone X is they have done their snapshot on their drop that they're doing. If you own a Clone X, you will get a drop of another avatar. If you own a Mint Vial, you'll get a drop of another Vial, I think. And if you own a pod, you're going to get an addition to your pod. So I'm still holding my pod. Admittedly, when I saw this at 18 Ethereum and I had bought mine at 2 point something, I decided to sell. I don't know. I couldn't. It was in my hardware wallet. I had no intention of ever selling. I had to transfer it out of my hardware wallet. It was like the walk of shame on a weekday. You know, when you're walking barefoot on the weekend home from someone who's just used you for your body. You know, it was honestly that transfer out of my hardware wallet. I was like, my head was down because
No, man. I
to
would
me,
have.
my hardware wallet was a sign that I've got discipline. These NFTs I'm holding forever.
No, but
Literally,
discipline versus 18 ETH. I'll take the 18 ETH or whatever
yeah.
it was
Listen,
at.
a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. It was at 12 the day before, and I thought, no, I'm holding. The next day it was 16.9, and I said, no, that's it. I listed at 17.9, and it sold pretty quickly. So look, they've done their snapshot, and now it's going down.
Mhm.
I don't know the correct entry here. I don't know. I don't think I'll get in for anything less than 10 at all, and there'll have to be a gorgeous one. Remember, I did time this pretty well on my mutant. So
Yeah.
at the moment, I was able to sell at the top of that one run. And then literally a few days later, I bought near the bottom. I chose to buy one a bit over the floor because I love the look of our guy. That's now our logo. And then literally the next few days, it hasn't gone so anywhere near there again. So I do have a track record, but with that said, all I'm doing at the moment is literally just watching it, watching sales versus the listings, seeing what's there. But for now, I typically like to give it a good day or two to have a chance. I mean, this is where it is now, literally snapshots. So let's give it a chance, but I am watching it. I think 10 I'll start to be a bit serious and possibly look at getting in, just because it's Nike behind it. They are already doing so much with it. They're not going to let this go. They want to be in the metaverse in a big way, and it's Nike. I mean, come on. So I'm bullish, bullish, bullish. But yeah, got to choose my right point. I'm not comfortable yet here. If I saw it straight away jumping to 14.9 and then putting back to 14.7 and then 15.1 and overall going up in the correction, I may consider putting the trigger at any stage. But I've just got to watch it. I've got to see if the trend is downwards or the trend is upwards over a couple of days, and try and gauge where it's at. So that's the one I'm looking at. And the other one I'm looking at is Zipsies.
Okay.
We covered them. You can check the video out. We were very bullish on them and still are. Amazing artist, Asian inspired art, amazing team. Really a great project. Went all the way to about 4.5 ETH. Now, as is typical, reveal has happened. This is a great one at 1.95. You see the gap, and she's good looking. I'm not saying like a good looking as far as a woman goes. I'm saying a good looking NFT. Do you know what I mean? You can see it being a neutral NFT that anyone would buy. There's not like something weird.
I know you're happily married, Philip.
Yeah, I am, and I didn't mean it in that context. I don't know. Oh, she's gone. I was really thinking. Now the trick is, people don't know that she's gone, because I didn't know she was gone. You don't know. It's not saying 1.95. The trick now, and let's stop talking and do it, is to look at the listings, because people are getting scared now and someone's going to list it under that. Let's just enable quick buy. Nothing yet, but I'm going to be living on this page this episode. And if something comes up under 1.85, 19-ish, that looks semi-decent, I'm going to pull the trigger. So let's just log into my sniper. Get ready, boys. I'm loading up my sniper. All right. Now, the one thing with ERC Sniper is if you really are sniping, you got to also do a log in and log out on OpenSea homepage and not on any random page. Otherwise, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so there I'm in. All right, so let's just examine this a second and then we'll move on. Any questions?
No.
Or comments?
Well, Chris said good job on your flip with the Clone X.
Oh, thank you, Chris. Okay, she's at 1.9.
Wait, was that it listed again?
Oh, she's gone. No, this was the one here at 1.95.
Okay.
But you see, straight away now people are like, oh shit, let me get out, not realizing the floor is actually 2. Okay, it's not the biggest gap in the whole world. But yeah, let's live on this listing page, and then I'll tell you what else I'm looking at the moment. And maybe we'll jump onto OpenSea's top 40. All right, so this is the nice thing. We did do an episode on tools. You can watch it here, free tools. Nice thing about Super C is I can put a listing notifier on here. So if anyone listed from 0 to 1.9, add notifier. It's waited for it to say, and this is all free tools. Hey, you should watch that episode. Everything I rely on is in there, and none of it is paid for. All right, so we sorted here. We've got Sniper ready for the quick buy and showing us the rarity. So if this was like a 2 ETH one, boom, you pull the trigger, quick buy, you're done. And we've got Super C on it, scanning the listings, and it will tell me if anything's under 1.9. So we can happily carry on without a worry in the world. Okay, so here's the Dead Friends. They've launched the Dead Friends over here. And this will be your ticket to mint your Dead Friends, which makes me think that they have done the snapshot, guys, which makes me think that this is going to start going down.
Start to dip a little bit.
I think in quite a big way. The hard thing is that with OpenSea floor not showing properly, you really have to click each one. Okay, no, it's still for sale. But yeah, I mean, watch this over the next 24 hours. Love the project. That's why I'm watching it, just so people understand. Love the project, and I want to get back in it. So I'm not fudding this project, but it is a known fact in the space. When there's a drop, the prices go up before substantially, and then they drop after that drop because people were holding just for that drop, guys. So yeah, I don't make the rules. I just bring them to you, right?
Exactly.
So is this guy still for sale? Now I've got a bit of blood pumping. What are we going to
Yeah, what
buy,
are we
Morning?
buying now?
What?
You
I
got
know
ETH burning a hole in your pocket. Oh, it's going up.
my 1.71 is
It's
gone. Yeah.
gone. Yeah.
I did get one of these the other day at point two something. I really do believe in it. I'm at the stage now where I've got a budget for flipping or an amount that I use for that, and then I've got an amount that I'm happy to
To
buy
hold.
notable NFTs and put aside. I'm happy to keep them there forever, give them to my children one day. But things
Yeah.
that I've researched, things I believe in, I don't care if the price goes down to 0.005. I believe in this long term. I don't think they'll leave us hanging, and and I actually don't care if it goes to two. It makes no difference because I'm not selling. So that's the sort of play it was, and at this price, it's not a big risk to play with an established gaming brand like Atari in the year of gaming in NFTs. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
So I'm quite
Exactly.
happy. Let's have a look at the stats, my brother, and let's
Yeah,
see
for
what's going
sure.
on. Do you want to look at the 7 day for a change? We usually just talk about the 24 hour. I
Yeah,
think we get a
let's
better. So I am seeing across the board, not just CloneX, not just Azuki, not just Cool Cats, not all the big blue chips are down a couple of ETH from their 20 ETH highs. It was bound to happen a bit. We got to know that gas has gone up 20%. You will typically see a correction in the price of NFTs for that. Although when gas went down 60%, we didn't see our NFTs go up that amount, even though we did see good trading. But Clone X, just from memory, went all the way up to 18. Ethereum, exactly, which is exactly when I sold, just in case that wasn't clear. Azuki went all the way up to 14. I mean,
What's
if
Lives of Azuna doing? It's up
yeah, it's doing a lot.
215% on the week, on the seven
Yeah, I
days.
mean, it just launched a few days ago. So
Oh,
these,
okay. That's why.
and then they had a Dutch auction as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, but Azuki, to me, all the alpha groups I'm in, every single one of them, and I'm in a lot. I mean, just show you my Discord. My Discord is full. If I want to join a channel, I have to leave one. I've got 200 channels. Every single alpha group I'm in, and some of them are paid for alpha groups, that I have an NFT in, is bullish on Azuki long term. Every single one of those groups. I haven't looked enough into the project to really know. Have you?
Well, from what when we covered it, I realized that they have some really big plans with the whole like anime manga type thing coming. Um, I think they want to be a big time name in that space and bring NFTs to that culture. So I think it's going to be a good play.
Yeah, I mean, it depends it's a good play depending on what price you get in at,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And how long you hold for. I mean, if you got in at 14 ETH and it's sitting at 9, you're
I
not
just
leaving that
mean
way.
long term
Long
though, like
term.
if
Yeah,
in
well,
terms of
everyone's
long
saying that.
term hold. Yeah.
Okay, so
Hype
Josh,
bears.
Freestyle Fridays, Harpers. Okay, so look, I mean, I'm always honest with you guys, and I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm sick and tired of the same team of developers launching the same shit with no intention of carrying on with the project, and really just letting it run until everyone loses interest. 3D art, raffle style, better hurry up. Zero point 0.4 bloody ETH mint, cash grab. Any other words that come to mind? I'm sick and tired of it. The first two were okay, and I sort of was okay with it, and I was actually excited. And then now it's just become a joke. And I have looked into this a bit. I actually was on whitelist. I actually did mint one at zero point 0.4, and I listed it immediately for 1.25. Was happy to sell, and have not looked back. So yeah, that's my honest opinion on it. I'm sorry if I offended anyone.
I heard a little bit about that. There's rumors that they might not even once they reveal that they might not even be walking. That's what like I watched. It was the Brett Way's video last night about it, and he was talking. He's not sure if they even are going to be walking when they reveal. So
I don't,
I don't know.
I didn't see that. The thing that worried me, I followed this channel NFT Ethics, and they've been bringing a lot of these 3D projects to the floor. It wasn't hype. They did mention hype bears, just by the way, but it wasn't hype bears. The one that they were showing, if you look at all of these, they have the same team, the same way that they do it. There was Alpha Kong, which was a legitimate one and did really well. And I think one or two more now, they just complete copycat projects with the same team that move from one to the next, are making tens of millions of dollars. Not jealous. It's okay, but then stick around and deliver value. Don't promise the world and make people believe in things, and they all got the same thing and the same developers, and the art always looks amazing on the previews, and when you actually get it, I mean, I even fell, and I'm not saying that this one is the same. I actually think the team on this is different, the Kitty Crypto Gang.
Yeah.
I actually think the team is different, and I do think that there's long-term potential here, just for the record. But I sold this today. I minted this just because when you actually get the art, it's really not as nice as the select previews that they show you. This was my guy. I mean, I've seen worse 3D ones, but I sold it at quite a loss because I didn't mint them, and I love them and I like the team. And I bought in at 0.5 and I sold today at about 0.3, because I've just actually had enough of this. Here, guys like Morland and I, and there's really, we the tip of the iceberg. There are really guys entrenched in the space. We're getting 3 hours sleep a night to bring people content and form discords where we're delivering value without asking for anything in return. And we're working like absolute animals and we're enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. But here you have these guys who couldn't give a fuck coming into the space and just, using a formula that doesn't even belong to them. I mean, we saw it with Wolf Game, and thereafter, people just copy and pasted the same contracts. And, in the end of the day, it just makes the whole space look bad because that one person that people like you and I and many others work hard to get interested into NFTs that's never heard of it, that ends up coming into the space as a result of one of our videos and ends up falling for this crap. And let me take this one off the screen and ends up falling for this crap and buying in at 3 ETH, which off the secondary market because they've got they've got no idea how to get whitelist, and that's hard-earned money, and they'll never see that again. They'll never come back, and that's shooting everyone who cares about the space in the foot. And I don't like it, and I'm sick and tired of it, to be quite honest. So yeah, any other questions?
That's your thoughts on Hype Bear. Pogba's wondering our thoughts on Soul projects. So neither of us are really Soul NFT experts, but Solana,
the upcoming
Solana.
projects.
Yeah,
So
no,
okay,
Solana.
sorry.
Yeah,
Solana,
neither of us
yeah.
are real. Like I actually I haven't purchased a Solana NFT. I want to get into that ecosystem because of the fees. Like you're not paying anything. Like there is no gas fees going into the Solana NFT ecosystem. Like it's crazy. I'm used to paying $100 or more, and you can mint an NFT for literally like $1 on Solana. Like it's insane.
And that's a flipper's dream. And I mean, if you
Yeah,
know what you're
yeah.
doing and you follow short-term 1 minute intervals, you can flip like an animal. It's not just that. I know a lot of notable buyers that are screaming Solana from the rooftops, really and truly. So there is definitely huge potential in the space. And Morland and I need to get 2 hours sleep. I'm being serious, and start looking into some Sol projects for sure. We did cover one, but we do need to get more into the space. It's hard when you sort of a ETH OpenSea guy, and it's taken like 7 months for me to know how everything works and have all these little Chrome extensions and really understand the space, that I'm not getting screwed anymore like I was in the beginning. It's daunting to think about starting anywhere else and relearning, but we must. And Morland's going to be doing it.
That's my job. I'm fine with it.
Be looking into Sol for us.
If I can save some money on fees, then I'm all for it.
Yeah. So Chris is saying that he got burnt a few times on Solana. I do think, yeah, it's school fees. Like I got burnt in the beginning many times on OpenSea. I got burnt the other day on OpenSea. I'm not going to share it with you because I'm actually so upset. But I was tricked. And I thought I was buying. There was something on the floor at 0.15 Ethereum. I clicked on it, and without looking, I clicked buy, and without looking at the confirmation paper. And the guy had changed it to 1.5 ETH in that process, and I'm still upset.
Yeah.
And I tracked his wallet, gone quickly. He's done this many times. This is what he does. You can see he had one that sold at 0.14 just before that. He must have tried and not been quick enough. And I just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I was in a rush. And the show was about to start. And I just wanted to get this. And I was watching it at 0.2. And I saw one on the listings come up. I clicked a quick buy and I sniped it. And next second, it said confirmed. I saw my wallet. I thought, what? And I was very upset. But yeah, you are going to be, I'm double checking now.
It's unfortunate that like NFTs and crypto space is kind of risky in that sense because it gives it a bad name. And like I mean, I feel like anyone that's in the space has been burned in some way or another. Like I have a story similar to Philip's. Like I have no idea how my MetaMask was compromised, but somebody was able to send me ETH, use that ETH to convert my wrapped Ethereum back into ETH and then send it somewhere else. And I've never, like, my seed phrase is locked away in a safe, written down. I've like never taken a picture of it, saved it on my phone, never told anyone it. So I have no idea what I interacted with that enabled that to happen. But like you said, school fees. Now I don't leave my MetaMask connected to any sites. I'm really, really cautious of what sites I'm connecting to. Is it the true mint site? Like double check official links, whatever it is, right?
You've got to. I mean, in any industry, I've run my own business for 20 years. And you learn over time. The big thing used to be with checks, in the very beginning, and that it would look like it appeared in your account. In the very beginning, early days, I got caught once or twice. But then they started getting clever with bank transfers, and they'd get your cell phone number and send you an SMS as if it's from the bank, and proof of payment.
To think that crypto is so risky, but they're doing the same thing with banks, right?
People will still, if they can. I just think it's easier here because a lot of people don't know. And even, I mean, both of us know what we're doing, and both of us have had issues. Yeah. I also got lucky. The Irene Dow, when Tokan, that one. So we looked at it just like on a Freestyle Friday, like we're doing now, the top trending, and it was like 1 ETH, and we're like, no, this is crazy. The next day it went to 6 Ethereum, okay? And we're like, okay, maybe not so crazy. Anyway, I saw the next day a derivative came out, Firene Dow. So it was 0.01 or so, 0.01. So I thought, screw it. And I bought 2 of them. I listed the one at 0.65 and I listed the other at, 0.5. Bro, an hour later, I get a sale, 0.65. I go and think, wow, why didn't the 0.5 one sell first if the floor's already gone there? I knew it was a flip. Yeah. But I look, the floor's 0.02. So I got no idea why and they're unrevealed, okay? Yeah. I got no idea why anyone bought one at 0.65, but I got lucky and it was in my favor, right?
Yeah.
So, it does come out in the wash, but that's part of why I'm scared to go on Sol. Everyone's scared of the unknown. I know OpenSea and I know ETH, but I'm sending Moreland.
I'm sending you
into the trenches. Yeah. All right, Chris wants to look at Cool Pets. So yeah, Chris, they've had a problem with their mint. I've got whitelist for the pets, but I'm not a Cool Cat holder, even though I was seriously, honestly, hand on heart, considering getting one when they were around 6 ETH about 2.5 months ago. And I ended up buying 2 NFTs. I got a Cryptodes instead at about 2 ETH, and I got another OG instead. I decided to get 2 instead of putting all my eggs into one basket. In retrospect, I really wish I'd gone for a Cool Cats because I would have got a free pet. Plus, I would have gotten Cool Cats went all the way to 14 or whatever it was. Now, obviously, with the pet drop, it's gone down. So they're still in the middle of their mint. They've fixed their mint. Obviously, really established OG projects. They've got P2E gaming, things with the pets. Didn't we cover this in an
We
episode,
did.
Eve?
Yep, we did. We
Chris,
covered cool
you got to
pets.
check out over here. We'll put the link afterwards. We covered it. Very bullish on them at the current price. I mean, you never want to buy pre-reveal. There's still going to be another 15,000, if I'm not mistaken here. This is going to go down pre-reveal further, and then after reveal go down even further. So if you're really interested in the utility that this thing offers you, not financial advice, of course, but I would wait for a day or two after reveal and then pick one up at about 1 Ethereum, which is where it will settle. I know they're minting for 0.5. Obviously, it's a no-brainer at this point to mint, and then decide if you want to sell, depending. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be like the mutants are to Bored Apes. So if you look at Bored Apes are 100 ETH, the mutants are 20 ETH. That's a fifth of the price. So if Cool Cats are currently just over 11 ETH. So if you say a fifth of that, 2 ETH. But remember, the reason mutants are what they are is because they get the same token that the Bored Apes are getting, which is not the same situation as here. So usually I would say it's a tenth of the value. So you're looking about 1 ETH as being fair value, in my opinion, on these after reveal and all of that. But it's going to drop even when more supply comes in the market. They've said they're allowing holders to mint until the end of the weekend, and then they're opening it up for whitelist, which is when I'll be able to mint. And then if there's anything left, they're opening it up for public.
Yeah, I was expecting this one to do well, but I'm kind of surprised at the 2 ETH floor, and it hasn't even finished minting yet. That's kind of crazy. Are they having any sales? Like, I don't know. Wow.
Say that again.
Oh, just had there been any sales at the 2
Yeah.
if they're still mintable?
3,300 Ethereum worth of sales.
True. Yeah, I guess I could have looked there.
No. So I'm saying, yeah, that's not why I'm saying it like that. I'm saying lots of sales.
Yeah.
A lot of sales. I mean, it's
Wow.
Cool Cats, bro. They're not going anywhere. They're established in the space. This has got some utility that the actual cats don't. The price is crazy. It will come down. So so we got someone who's new to the space. It depends on your budget. Again, and I'm happy to discuss this. If you let us know your budget, we can look together. So just let us know in ETH how much you want to spend. We have done a video on notable projects under 0.2 ETH and notable projects under 0.5 ETH. Those are my thoughts on those, but I'm happy to relook it with you now. So while we're waiting for you, we'll carry on. But
and one thing too with that is a good strategy often isn't to, unless you can get whitelist on a really hyped mint, chances are like you're not going to have that huge flip if you mint, right? If you have if you can come up with a decent amount of ETH and find a solid project that has already minted with a good roadmap down the line, that's probably a safer way to flip and build up your ETH in your wallet, rather than risking it with a mint that could be a rug pull or just whatever, it doesn't do as well as the hype thought, or right, like they're not all going to be a hate beast or an Azuki, right? Those are super rare. So like Philip mentioned, figure out what your budget is, what you're willing to invest and willing to lose, right? And then find a solid project with a solid team that is delivering and
so
will
what
continue.
I've done, yeah, I agree completely. What I've done here, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. No, that's okay.
What I've done here is I've just gone to the top NFTs, and then I've sorted it according to floor price. So we're looking at the cheapest on the top chart, right? And that might be a way to see. So look, we covered the whitelist. Ooh, Morland's going to have a lot of editing after this. We covered the whitelist, and I love Jordan, and I love the team, and I think long term this is a great buy at 0.06 ETH. I minted 2 of these at 3 times this amount, and I'm still not concerned. So this would be, we got a good budget there, 0.58 Ethereum. So the best,
That's pretty
we'll
good.
look with you now. We continue, but please do look at yesterday's video. We covered good projects at half a ETH, like really good projects, some really great ones. So please do have a look. If your budget was less, I mean, this is a no-brainer to me. Someone who's just getting into the space. The team is fully doxed. For those of you that don't know, Jordan used to be a very successful professional sportsman. He's very, very known and got a lot of influence of friends. And he's got a great roadmap for this project. And he's been an absolute incredible guy to deal with. I mean, he gave us whitelist for our Discord, but he's just been on the ball. He lives on Discord there, and he's really invested in this project. And we always say you're investing in the team, and I always say you want, if possible, a team that has been successful before in something. And here you've got a guy. I promise you do not become a successful guy like he was in sport without a lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. So the guy's not scared of failure. He's not scared of hard work, and he's going to continue no matter what. And that's the sort of horse that I like to back.
And if you've got a 0.58 budget, you could grab one or two of those on the floor and still get a decent, already established
so that
project.
might actually be better. That might be better to do, is to buy a couple of cheaper ones, like Morland's saying. Hey, so I would buy one whitelist. Okay, so Morland, we've
not
got
financial advice though, right? Not
okay. Thank
advice.
you. Thanks for saying it for me. Right, 100%, because I don't like saying it. It's on the bottom of the screen. Not financial advice. I would buy one whitelist. Okay, so Morland, we've got a budget of 0.58. After gas, we've now got 0.5 left. Okay.
Yeah.
Stay away.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't go for that one.
Yeah, we don't need to. This we spoke about the Atari one. I would not buy it to begin with because it's a longer term hold. So in your situation, I would not buy this, but in my situation, I would. This one has already had quite a bit of quite a bit of action. I'm really actually quite bullish on this one. But 0.22 is half of our remaining budget, because with gas, it's going to be half of our remaining budget. Hey, let's just see what the high was. Also, a lot of notable. No, we're near the top. No, can't buy near the top on a budget. Apes R Us, I've heard a bit about, but too new and too risky. If these go any lower, these are great. Have you seen these?
No, I haven't. No,
bro, this is really a great project. We will cover it in the future for sure. This is backed by the guys of I think some of the guys of Rug Radio. They're an existing exchange for currencies, cryptocurrencies. Okay. Any holder gets free transactions on their server that already exists. You get an app with you get so much utility here. Honestly, these were 1 ETH, where as they came out, they minted for like 0.2 or something, even less, and then hit a 1 ETH. They've retracted like everything else. This is a great buy. I don't know if it, in our cases, is the way to go, but definitely, our case of a half ETH budget, but definitely is a great buy. Anything else?
I would definitely check out our previous video though.
For sure.
Some good ones.
For sure. Because we're now over the 0.6 mark here anyway. So check out the previous video. But guys, we've gone over our allotted time, which always happens on Freestyle Friday.
But we enjoy it. We enjoy every minute of it.
So guys, if you enjoyed it, do us a favor, hit the like, it really helps us. Hit the bell notifications and come join our Discord. We've given out, I think, 50 whitelist spots to 4 different hype projects in just a month. We've been around doing this for 1 month. Absolutely nothing to pay. Just come in. There is so much alpha in there. My head actually hurts, literally. So please come into our Discord. Come say hi. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Tell your grandmother to come and watch us. We'll explain to her what an NFT is. The more, the merrier, right?
Of course. We got to educate the masses, right? So everyone,
sure.
Bring them all.
Everyone is welcome, for sure. Monday, we're doing hype projects, new hyped projects that are going to be minting in the next couple of weeks. You don't want to miss that one. Guys, it's been great. I wish you a good weekend. Morland, good to see you, my friend.
Peace, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Cheers, guys.